Tell them I'm ready for more. Game time. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war.
It's Madden NFL 22, and we've got a showdown in the NFC East. It's the reigning NFC champs and the football team on Monday night.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Tonight we'll have the final 2 games of this kickoff weekend, and we begin with a great one here between the New York Giants and the Washington football team. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Winston. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Now here's a throw that's complete, and he's taken down inside the 30.
We got this. Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. And Winston lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. Down the numbers. There he goes. He's at the 30. 10. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown. So this defense clicking early in the year. Week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Gano the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be fielded inside the 5. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Azeez Ojulari, his 2nd sack of the night. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. To throw, Winston. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Tressway now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Here's Jackson to return. 51 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship is. And that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really what I took away from that is just how it is permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care. And when you care that much, you're going to play that much harder for him and give him a better chance to lead the team to wins.
And he's got some space here. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big play there out of the running game. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his own line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Open man, he's got him. It's Tony for a giant touchdown. Kadarius Toney there to make the grab. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point try good by Gano, and it's now 14-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Here we go on the next drive for Washington. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first two drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? And turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better. Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
That catch good for only a couple. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter. And a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first, and he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And Washington has made this a one-score game. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. Cameron Curl up to make the tackle. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. On play action, they'll throw. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play that time through the air. 37 yards.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure is good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And some room to maneuver. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Kadarius Toney is intended target. And that takes us from second to third down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to let it go again. And that is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. John Ross, 33 yards. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Gano now to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. That time a 6-play drive, and it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement. Down on the scoreboard, maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And now here's a carry heading left. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
2nd and 5 now. Winston. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. They get Jack Conklin there, the right tackle. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up.
Throwing, Winston. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty would do?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From the 6. And he returns this to the 22.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
Saquon Barkley and the Giants offense set to kick off their next drive. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
Second and 6. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. 40 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Open man, he's got him. It's Toney for a Giant touchdown. Kadarius Toney, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Gano the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. 5 plays there on that drive, and it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jameis Winston and company heading back onto the field now. A lot of the problems have been on the other side of the ball. Is that frustrating for a quarterback who's been playing well?
It is, but there's no way that the best ones let their teammates know that. They actually take it upon themselves and say, okay, I have to do even more, or I need to play better. Maybe even say I put my defense in a bad spot. That's what true leadership shows you.
Yeah, well, he doesn't need to change much. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. picked off at the 30. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. And, Charles, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you try and force plays, right? You try and get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Well, with Saquon Barkley, you often think of the elusiveness, the quickness, but he can definitely run with purpose as well, and he's able to shed a tackler there and continue on. They'll run on first down with Akers. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
He'll buy some time right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there just before halftime.
How about the first half he's putting together? Well over 100 yards already with that last catch. And to me, they'd be well served to keep looking his way. A number of big plays already in this one.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run here with Akers. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Cam Akers as the first half is winding down. And the Giants are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Washington 14. Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And we'll see what they opt to do with just 14 seconds remaining until intermission. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So all right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now Akers to start the 3rd quarter on the ground. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. A big connection on that one. 32 yards.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
They'll run on first down. Akers. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Looking to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
They'll look to throw here. That's complete to Mooney. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Going for it all. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. 2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. He'll drop to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown.
Good job, baby.
Saquon Barkley taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Giants take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Gano the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. First possession of the second half now for Washington. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Jordan Brooks came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Azeez Ojulari able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. On the return, Jackson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape. 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this was just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
that is
by the
one
time we have to
positive.
leave the booth. Coming in, he really likes his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Let's go, baby. 58.
On first down, Akers. And some strong running. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 67 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now a run with Akers. Powers through him. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he's going to bull his way into the end zone for a Giants touchdown. Saquon Barkley. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Giants are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this out to the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense heavy. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at FedEx Field. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Third and long for Winston. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Azeez Ojulari bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. That's on the tackle, Braden Smith. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Mike, 58, right there. 58's Mike, 58's Mike. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a...
Now back to throw. Able to slither by. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 38 yards.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And I actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
Yeah, the Giants are going to have a 1st and goal. As some good running there gets them down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. Akers, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Cam Akers, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Giants are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Gano the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
Washington 14.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Jameis now on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. Now Winston. And his throw is incomplete. You know, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Again, it's Winston. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Zaven Collins in there to drop him, and that is the 7th time tonight that he has gone down.
Check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Watch QB drive. Watch QB drive.
Throwing on second and long. With pressure coming, and they got him once again. Zaven Collins, his 2nd sack of the night. Washington on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and forever. Here's Winston. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here's Tressway now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. New York ready to go again offensively. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the 4th quarter. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big connection on that one. 34 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. A 1st down run from Barkley, pretty well defended. Give him 3 yards on the play. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. 2nd down, here's Barkley again. A pretty nice, strong run, but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you could put yourself in jeopardy.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Gano for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field.
And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience.
First down, Winston. And this one is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On 2nd and 10, Winston, his throw incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him, and after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Throwing left side, it's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. One last shot now for Winston. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will